Do you guys know what day it is? It's a special day. I'll give you a hint. It's the anniversary of something. All right, come with me. Let's take a trip down memory lane and look at this beautiful website that I just found called Aunt May. And I'm looking at Killmonger specifically here, a champion that was released before Aunt May became what it is today. But Killmonger was released February 15th of 2018. Today is February 18th in 2021, so that can't be it, right? Well, kind of. If we look back in 2018, in February, you can see that the 15th was actually the third Thursday of the month, just like today is the third Thursday of February in 2021. Why does any of that matter? Well, veteran players of the game know that Killmonger was actually the first ever 5-star featured arena champion. The 5-star arena did not exist before Killmonger. And at the time, he went for 38 million round 1 and 37 million round 2. Scores that, for the veteran arena grinders today is a bit of a joke. We could put up scores like that in our sleep. Compared to back then, you could not sleep if you wanted to get scores like that. That or you were blowing a whole chunk of units in order to refresh your champions to put up scores like that. It was really tough to go over 30 million back then without refreshing your highest champions. But it was exciting times. And I really don't remember exactly my original thoughts when Kabam first rolled out the 5-star featured arena. I don't know if I thought, it's too soon, or if I wasn't ready for it or something. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I'll tell you something. I think I am ready for a 6-star featured arena to be added to the game. I think I'm ready for a way to grind for 6 stars. Even if it was slightly different, even if you weren't exactly grinding for one specific champion, even if they came up with some alternative system, which I don't know what that alternative system would be. But the point is, I feel like the game right now, unless you're buying Cav crystals, it's damn near impossible to get any of the new champions. And I'll tell you right now, this is not a featured versus basic crystal debate. I feel like I'm going to see that in the comments. But let's talk about someone who does go for featured crystals. B Manny. I accidentally deleted the recording because that hour-long video that I posted before, after I was done editing and uploading and all that, I deleted all of the raw, unedited recordings. And I'm so pissed about it because I wanted to save one specific moment of our conversation. You see, as we were looking at my 6-star Cosmic champions, I started scrolling down to say, is there any other Cosmics that you think would be worth it here? And mind you, that recording happened the day that this current update came out. And B Manny was like, whoa, who's that? Super Scroll. Like, he hadn't even updated the game yet. He was like, oh, this guy looks sweet. I'm going to have to download the update later today, Like, that's how I knew it was. That's when we had that conversation. But we looked at this guy, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's pretty cool. Apparently, he's got, all the Fantastic Four abilities. You can see he's got the Thing arms, but they have, the fire underneath him from Torch. And he was like, oh, yeah, man, he looks pretty cool. I'm going to have to check him out. But it's kind of hard to get excited about champions these days because it's going to take so long to even have a chance to get the champion. And again, this is not a featured versus basic debate. B Manny goes for the featured crystals. He's lucky enough to have a Cosmic Ghost Rider. But, taking a look at how long it even takes for a champion to hit the featured crystal, we need to take a look at iBomb here. Immortal Abomination. He was released on November 26th, and he's not going to be in the featured 6-star crystal until March 23rd, if I did the math right on the days. I don't think he's going to be in there until March 23rd. That's nearly 4 months from the champion's original release to a time where you have a chance to get them, a 1 in 24 chance when you crack open a featured 6-star crystal. It is hard to get excited about these new champions when you think about the game that way. Man, it's the thing is too, you have a 1 in 24 chance to get the champion one time. Now, not every champion needs to be awakened, but certain champions definitely do. Certain champions, they're not going to be more powerful than their 5-star counterpart until they are awakened. It feels like, well, what's the point even of going for this champion if you can't get them and awaken them almost, you know? So what some people like to do is maybe only go for the featured when they have an awakening gem for the champ that they do want to go for. And, you know, there's a little bit of strategy involved here, but for the most part, it's just like these new champs come out and I look at them and I think, okay, you know, so much time is going to go by before this champ is going to matter to me that I'm just not interested, you know? Compared to the past, when the 5-star featured arena first came out, it was like, okay, I could potentially grind for this champion and use them the day the results come in, or do a double grind for the champion if I don't have the featured. And it's not like it was something easy to do. Again, looking at these cutoffs here, man, you know, if you were playing at the time, then you understand just how hard it was to get these scores. At the time, it was only 150 people that got the champion, which it was only recently changed to the top 300, so people probably remember that. But what people probably don't remember is the featured 4-star. I think it was 400 people that got that champion. So going down from 400 to 150, it was like, dude, how on earth is anyone really going to compete for that? Like, it's tough. You know what I mean? The first one went for nearly 40 million. Sentinel actually went really low at the time, going for 31 to 32 million. And then we had Bishop go for 40 million. Bishop, a champion that largely was a bust. He went for 40 million points. Sabretooth going for 45 and 47 million. Proxima going for 50 and 53 million. Some of that was due to the tremendous hype that champion had, in part due to the CCP. Hey, listen, I made a video hyping up Proxima, but it wasn't, you know, obviously it wasn't my intentions to inflate the scores or sell crystals or something like that, getting zero cut of those sales. It's just, it was exciting. At the time, there was no other champion that can one-hit opponents after doing that ramp up. It wasn't until a little bit of time passed where we realized, like, oh man, it's just unrealistic though. Like, how is anybody really going to do that, right? But that hype ended up driving up her score, and then the anti-hype of Corvus, of everybody just like testing Corvus in against Winter Soldier and being like, this guy sucks. He only went for 14 million round 1 and then 30 million round 2. Oh man, like, how crazy is that? And now Corvus is obviously regarded as one of the best champs in the game, one of the most overpowered. Just everybody uses him everywhere. Look at this score right here too. Cap Beardo went for 42 and then about 41 in round 2. Look at that compared to Iron Man Infinity War, 55 million and then 59 million. I think because at the time, Iron Man Infinity War, people actually wanted him for his defensive capabilities. When he first came out, it took a little while for people to realize how to even fight that guy. People put him on aggression armor nodes, and it was just road blocking alliances. He was crazy at the time. You know, so I don't know. It's interesting going through some of these numbers and thinking back to the game, thinking back to how much of an impact the arena actually had on state of the game 3 years ago compared to today, where it's like, yeah, I'm going to be scooping up milestones. And I guess if I want to mess around with one of these new champs, okay, you know, I can grind for them. But a lot of the times, I don't. A lot of times, I rather just save my catalyst to rank up 6-star champions. Or I can't really stick a 5-star version of a defender in Alliance War, because what's that going to do to the boosted rank 3 6-stars that just roll right over them? You know what I mean? So it kind of just sucks having one of the largest impacts of the game kind of just removed by not having a 6-star arena. And obviously enough time needs to go by before you're able to just add in a 6-star arena compared to the 5-stars. But I mean, how much time it needs to go by? 6-star champions, they have been out for 3 years as well. They've been out longer than the 5-star arena has been. So is that what we need to wait for 7 stars to hit the game to then get a way to target 6 stars on occasion in the arena? Because again, it's not something that you can do every single round, unless you're also just spending lots of money and lots of time going for these champs. I guess what I'm saying is I'm just ready for that change. I'm ready for some of that strategy and the important decision making to come back to the game, rather than just leaving everything up to chance. you know, right now, again, if you want to go for one of these new champions, well, you better be popping open featured crystals, and you're essentially just rolling a 24-sided die to get the champion you want. But then you also want to get them awakened too, right? So you have to land that 1 in 24 2 times. So realistically, like what strategy can I bring to the featured 6-star? Well, let's look at what some people already do today, where they'll save 6-star shards. And if they see that, okay, you know, maybe this featured crystal isn't for them, well, then they're going to save 6-star shards for, you know, 90 additional days to the next featured 6-star. But what if that one's not good? Well, you're going to be saving again. And by the time people actually get to pop open their crystals that they've been saving for months and months and months at a time, if they don't get the champions that they were actually going for, dude, you know how demoralizing that's going to be? People are going to quit the game. I mean, people have already quit the game over stuff like that. But like I feel like that's what the game is kind of being pushed into. Buy the crystals when they first come out, or, you know, the re-release of Cavs or something like that. So that could be a strategy too. Could grind Arena and just, you know, save up my units for an entire year, and then go all in for a champion, and maybe I'll luck out, maybe I'll get them. Or save my shards for an entire year, and, you know, maybe come December of this year, crack open all my 6-star shards and hope to get a new champion that I want, hope to get them awakened. Like that's the strategy of the current state of the game. And it feels crappy, man. It doesn't feel good at all. So it'd be nice if we had a way to target these champions more. And like I said, the arenas, they were never a guaranteed way of getting the champion. I mean, they sort of were, but to put up some of these scores, like, dude, it took so much effort and everything. Korg, this guy, dude, when Korg was first released, I think this was the first one to hit 60 million, if I'm not mistaken. Omega Red, I grinded for this dude over 60 million, and yeah, it was a huge game changer for me. You know, it felt good to have some kind of impact on my account through the arena versus today where I'm just scooping up milestones. I've also said in the past that I like when the game evolves for the better. History doesn't necessarily need to just repeat itself. Kabam doesn't need to run through the same loop over and over. So even if it wasn't a 6-star arena that got added where we can exactly target the 6-star champion, if they came up with another system, I'd be open to hearing it, at least, you know, what that system could be. I don't know exactly how it would look, but if Kabam did want to do so, the point is, I just think something needs to be done. You know what I mean? Something needs to give here, because the game just feels like out of our hands largely when it comes to these new champs. So yeah, it'd be nice if we had more of a way to target it. And you guys will have to let me know if you agree or disagree with how you feel about the game currently. But either way, I just thought it was a fun time to take a look at, since today is like the 3-year anniversary of the 5-star featured arena coming. I thought it'd be a fun topic to talk about. So sound off in the comments what you guys think about it, and we can certainly discuss things during tonight's live stream as well. And I guess that'll do it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.